to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going to talk to new gun owners. And specifically, I'm speaking about all the new gun owners who, due to COVID-19, decided they needed to go out and get a firearm. And welcome aboard. Thank you for becoming a gun owner. Thank you for realizing that it's important to have the means to ensure your own personal protection. Now that you have these firearms, let's go over some basic safety rules. The four safety firearms rules that are inviolable, you use them under any situation, are as follows. 1. Treat every firearm as if it is loaded. 2. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. 3. Know what your target is and what's beyond your target. And 4. Do not point your firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy or kill. And now that we've got those 4 things out of the way, because they're the cardinal rules, and if you follow them, you will never have an accident. Also, you have other responsibilities that now come with your firearm. The first thing is how to properly maintain it. And how do you do that? Read the manual. That's right. Ignore your power tool gene. Your power tool gene, what do you mean? No, every one of us guys has a power tool gene. It's that ability that allows us to walk into the Home Depot, pick up any handheld power tool, and know instantly how it works and how to use it. We've never read the instructions that comes with our cordless drill. Did any of you even out there even know that your cordless drill comes with a set of instructions? Power tool gene. So ignore your thing that you know everything about the firearm. You don't. Read the manual so you can operate it safely and know how to disassemble it, how to maintain it, how to properly reassemble it, and do a function check. This is good information that you need to have. You don't need to memorize it. It's a field manual and it should be treated like a field manual. Matter of fact, read it while you're sitting on the can, and when you're done, you're done. Also, what do you have to do next now to be a responsible firearms owner? Well, when your area is free of quarantine and the ranges are open back up, you need to go to the range and practice by either A, getting some professional instruction, which is never a bad idea no matter what your level of shooting is, because you can always learn more, and 2, practice what you do learn. Get better, get so you can handle the firearm responsibly. Get to the point that you will inevitably make a mistake with a firearm. We're all humans, we are not perfect. It's better to do it in the safe environment and learn from it. Go out, get your practice, be safe, and then learn how to hit what you're aiming at. Believe it or not, being safe with the firearm so you don't hurt anybody unintentionally is more important than hitting at what you aim at. Slightly, but it is more important. Once you get proficiency, then keep continuing to learn. And you'll learn things that you may not have anticipated. Like you've gone out, you bought a firearm based on what you've heard in conjecture, based on friends' recommendations, or maybe you bought what just happened to be available at your local gun store when you walked in, and you had to take what was there. And you may find out you don't like your particular type of firearm. Use the time, once the quarantine is over, to find out what you do like. So when the next quarantine comes, and if you believe the experts out there, there'll be another one, you're ready and you have what you want and what you need. The next thing you need to do, you probably noticed you paid a lot for ammunition. It was not inexpensive. In these times of panic buying, cost of ammunition goes up. This is not the first time it's happened. Just ask the people who have lived through Sandy Hook or the assault weapons ban or the election of President Obama. Each of those 3 occasions caused the price of ammo to spike and also to become unavailable for a period of time. So this tells you that for the future, you're going to have to stockpile a supply of ammo. How much should you stockpile? That's an intensely personal decision. You need to stockpile enough to meet your goals. And if your goal is to just defend your family and get some occasional practice in, that's not a lot of ammunition. If you're the person that shoots regularly, has lots of firearms, well, that's a whole lot more ammunition. You personally know what you need, and you can figure this out through your usage in the coming time. But you need to be thinking about this as you go forward, how much ammo you have. And when things are better and you go out and you start to practice, keep your ammunition stocks up. That way, when the next disaster comes, whatever it may be, man-made, biological, or political, you have what you need. And the last thing that you need to do as a new firearms owner is become involved. That's right, you're a firearms owner now. You may have been, before this crisis, someone who didn't care about firearms, or maybe even was a person that thought maybe they should be a lot more government controlled. Now you've found out that it's not as easy as voting to get your firearm. Depending on the state you live in, you found out you purchased a firearm that you don't even have yet because of waiting periods and may not be able to get due to the quarantine. So you've got to preserve the right to keep it. Just because you own it doesn't mean you get off scot-free. No, you've got to be fighting for the right to keep that firearm, not only for yourself, but for your family, for your friends, and for the people who don't have a firearm, couldn't get one, who will need one when the next crisis rolls around. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future videos.